Hello, and welcome back to Linda API Academy. My name is Kay, and this is part 3 in our Product Studio series. In this video, we're going to dive deeper into our Product Studio tool here on Linda API and showcase how to utilize all of the different functions and features within Product Studio. So navigating back, we left off last episode going through Product Studio and showcasing how to connect the different widgets and both third-party and internal, as well as how to leverage some of the different functionalities in our page providers. Today, we're going to showcase how to leverage decision trees and connect them on the Product Studio side. So, within Linda API, along with Product Studio, another one of our keystone features is our Rule Studio. The Rule Studio allows for the users to create decision trees directly through a Canvas-like functionality, where you can dictate what kind of logic to utilize. All decision trees run through variables, which are controlled by our Variable Studio. If you want to learn more about how our Rule Studio works, please navigate to our Rule Studio playlist to showcase all the great functions and features here. So for this Buy Now, Pay Later product, we created another rule to run after the first couple steps. This rule calls for the credit score and allows the tree to read if the credit score is over 650. If it's over 650, the user can navigate forward. If it's not, they will face a rejected flow. To note, this credit score variable is actually coming from TransUnion. And the reason I know this is because when I turned on TransUnion, I was able to see this credit score variable thanks to the TransUnion soft credit score. So with that, now what I can do is I can allow for this decision tree to run after I call the TransUnion soft provider. We showed this in the last video, teaching users how to call initial providers after each page. So you'll see after the borrower info page, once the user clicks next step, the TransUnion soft provider API endpoint will be called, pulling back all the data, including the credit score. So what we want to do now is run the actual credit score to dictate if the user gets approved for our Buy Now, Pay Later, or if they are in fact not approved. To do that, we can put the decision tree on this page, which will operate after calling TransUnion soft. Or we can put it on another page. I think for us, we want the users to navigate through at least the first page and verify their mobile OTP before making a decision. So I'm going to put the decision tree here on this page. And to pull a decision tree into your application flow, all you have to do is navigate to the decision tree dropdown and pick the decision tree of your choice. So I've picked my BNPL credit decision tree that I just created in our Rule Studio. And because the decision tree ends in either an approved or rejected flow, the two triggers for the outcomes now populate inside of my Product Studio. So I can indicate where I want the users to navigate to. What's the next step? So for a BNPL approved, we want the users to navigate to the app details page to fill in the loan amount. Now for a rejected, I would like the users to navigate to a specific rejected page. Of course, for this, we don't want to reject anybody, but we will provide a soft rejection because the rule, of course, runs if user does not qualify or have at least a 650 credit score. What we're going to do now is we're going to create a specific page for the BNPL rejected. We're going to call it a review, decision review page. And for that, this is where I'm going to push the user to if they do not qualify for the 650. And that is how you would pull in a decision tree into our product studio. So let's review. After the user clicks the first step, they'll actually be taken to the OTP page where they're going to fill in their OTP. And after they fill in the OTP, upon clicking continue, we will take the user either to an app details page or to a decision review page, depending on their credit score that we pull back from TransUnion Soft. After that, if the user navigates to app details, we can call the user to an offer page or a bank details page. I think in this instance, we're going to allow the users to navigate to bank details, where they will fill in their Plaid auth for open banking. And from the bank details page, we will take the users to the offer page. And of course, we can't forget the communication details. I think for this page, we will push the users to communication details, and then to capture their email, mobile number, and then from there OTP, and of course app details. And if you need to drag and drop some of your different tabs around as you're navigating through this flow, you can do so here. Dragging doesn't change the orientation or next step of each tab. It simply allows the users to go through and showcase. To actually dictate what the next steps are, you actually have to go through the next steps drop down here. So with that, we have all of our details ready to go. Before we test this flow, I want to actually showcase our contract widget within Product Studio. So for users who want to be able to sign a contract, we allow for each user to create their own contract within the Lend API ecosystem. And to drag in a contract, all you have to do is go into your So the offer agreement variable pops up inside of the widget section, and all you have to do is navigate and drag and drop your offer of choice. Once you drag in the offer agreement, you can actually indicate what the user sees after they sign and complete the signature. Now, for the actual offer itself and the language within it, you can navigate to Contract Builder and create your very own contract. Here, this allows the users to be able to create a BNPL contract of their choice and be able to pull this back into Product Studio. Now, to make sure the right contract is pulled back into your product of choice, the first thing you have to do is make sure that the product that you're looking to connect to is selected here in the product dropdown. And after that, you also have to indicate which offer outcome triggers this. Now for us, because we created the BNPL approved outcome here in Rule Studio, we will trigger this contract to be saved and published when the BNPL approved outcome is triggered. So when you're ready, we can publish this contract and allow for the user to be able to navigate to this offer page and know that the exact contract is being pulled up. All of the controls for the actual contract within a Product Studio can be done here in Contract Studio. When you're ready, whatever changes you've made and published will automatically be updated inside of your Product Studio. So because we indicated that there is going to be a offer agreement contract to show up for the user to sign, and it is part of the buy now pay later product and will be triggered upon the completion of the BNPL approved, this offer will show up first. Of course, if you want to push multiple contracts into a product, you can do so by creating different rules. The way that offers actually show up is based on the outcomes triggered by each rule. So whatever outcome pops up first, for example, BNPL approved, this offer will show up. If you need another offer, you can create another rule to populate a second offer, and that will showcase another signature block after this page. We can explore more in our contract builder template series, but for now, we have completed the flow, the initial flow for our BNPL product. So please come back for our next video where we will test and expand upon more of this product. And as always, please follow and subscribe to the Lynn API Academy page for more videos. Thank you.